Welcome to the video lecture series of Grade 10 Chemistry. Today we will discuss Chemical Reactions and Equations, Chapter 1 from Grade 10 Chemistry. So far we discussed about the characteristics of chemical reactions. This we completed. Now today we are going to learn about the types of chemical reactions. Okay. Now let us study what are the different types of chemical reactions. Each reactions, and then what are the examples we have to study. What are the specific chemical reactions we can use to identify a particular type of reaction. So these are the things we are going to study today. So let us study one by one. Now, so how many types of chemical reaction can you name? You have seen many chemical reactions in your chemistry lab or in your textbook. So how many types of chemical reaction can you name? So basically we have main 5 types of chemical reactions. So one by one we can see that. The first one is a combination reaction, and then a decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, and then redox reactions. These are the different types of chemical reactions. Now let us discuss the first one, combination reactions. Before study this combination reaction, we can see one activity. So in this activity we take a small amount of calcium oxide. So the formula will be CaO, and then, or it's otherwise called quicklime. You need to take this in a beaker. So this is a beaker where you have taken calcium oxide. Now you add slowly water to this. Okay. So after adding the water, you have to touch the bottom side of the beaker or just the side of the beaker. So do you feel any change in temperature? So basically this reaction is an exothermic reaction in which large amount of heat will be liberated. So this is an example of an exothermic reaction. Calcium oxide reacts vigorously with water to produce calcium hydroxide, releasing large amount of heat. So the reaction we can represent in this way. Okay, calcium oxide, the formula is CaO, reacts with H2O. So the product is calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice. Calcium oxide is called quicklime. When you add water, it comes as a new product. It's called a slaked lime. So this reaction is called slaking of lime. So and the product is called slaked lime. So large amount of heat is liberated, and when the heat is produced, it's hearing like a hissing sound of a snake. Okay. Now this is an example of exothermic reaction. So when you observe this reaction, you can understand that a single reactant is formed when two reactants reacts together. So calcium oxide and water combines to give a single product. Okay. So this type of reaction we say combination reaction. So what are combination reactions then? Combination reactions are reactions in which two reactants, so reactant A reacts with reactant B, and we get a new product called AB. So a reaction in which a single product is formed from two or more reactants is known as a combination reaction. So when we see this definition, okay, we can represent in this way. So combination reactions are reactions in which two or more reactants combine to form a single product. So reactant A combines with the reactants B, and you get a product AB, so which is a single product. So this is an example of a combination reaction that you have just saw now. Okay, now we have some more examples. So let us have a look at that reaction. The first one is carbon combines with oxygen and form carbon dioxide. So this is the first example, burning of carbon. Second one, burning of hydrogen gas. So H2 burns in oxygen to form H2O. So these two are examples of combination reactions. Now, so if a reaction is liberating heat, so we call such reactions as exothermic chemical reactions. So the reaction which we just saw now is an example of exothermic reaction. Calcium oxide reacts with water. That's an example of exothermic chemical reaction. Now another example is burning of natural gas. CH4 plus 2O2. CH4 is methane. This is called methane. So methane burns in oxygen and form carbon dioxide and water. This reaction is an exothermic reaction because it's producing large amount of heat. Now respiration is an exothermic process. During digestion, food is broken down into simpler substances. So rice, potatoes, bread, they contain carbohydrates. So these carbohydrates are broken down to form glucose. This glucose combines with oxygen in the cells of our body and provides energy. So the special name of this reaction is respiration. So glucose formula you know already, that is C6H12O6. This combines with oxygen and form carbon dioxide, water and large amount of energy. And this energy is used for our day-to-day purposes. So this is the second example, and we have one more example which is exothermic reaction, and that is decomposition of vegetable matter into compost. That is also an exothermic reaction. So these three reactions, burning of natural gas, respiration and decomposition of vegetable matter into compost, these three are examples of exothermic reactions. So what are exothermic reactions? Exothermic reactions are reactions in which heat energy is released in large amount. Okay. Now we have an example from the textbook. So this is the example. Not example, this is actually we call it as whitewashing chemistry, whitewashing walls. Usually a solution of slaked lime we produced. How do we produce it? We mixed calcium oxide with water. So you got already calcium hydroxide. This is called calcium hydroxide is called slaked lime. So if you take a solution of this slaked lime, okay, this is slaked lime, and it can be used for whitewashing the walls. So when you do whitewashing with this calcium hydroxide or slaked lime, it slowly absorbs carbon dioxide from the air and form a thin layer of calcium carbonate on the walls. So this calcium carbonate is formed after 2 to 3 days of whitewashing, and it gives a shiny appearance to the walls. That's why when we do whitewashing, the white color will come after 2 or 3 days. So how do this white color come? This white color is come when calcium hydroxide reacts with the carbon dioxide in the air. Okay, so this entire reaction we can represent in this way. Calcium hydroxide formula is CaOH twice, reacts with the CO2 and form calcium carbonate. So this white color appearance is due to the formation of calcium carbonate. So this calcium hydroxide absorbs carbon dioxide from the air. That's a natural process. It's automatically doing, and it converted to calcium carbonate. So this will take a little time for the formation of calcium carbonate. That's why the white color will come only after 1 or 2 or 3 days, depends on the reaction condition. Okay, so this is an example of combination reaction. Now because here actually two products, two reactants combined to give a single product. So far we discussed about a combination reaction. We said two reactants combine to form a single product. So this is an example of combination reactions. Okay, in the next class we will learn more about decomposition reactions. Till then, see you. Bye bye.